Hi everybody, this is just a quick tutorial on how to add in animations that the current Machinima tool does not allow for. Now the first thing you need to do is enable OP Self so that you can use the asset editor, right? You have to be in creative mode, open this up, click on asset editor, you're good. Quick information, this is where you can see all models and the assets that they use when you're trying to play some sort of animations, right? So I'm here on server, down at model asset beast. I'm going to use the bear grizzly for this example. You can see in its animations includes a list of animations, and this is usually their ID as well, that you can use in order to play said animation. Crouch walk backward was actually crouch underscore walk underscore backward. Let's try a simple one though. Walk, walk is probably the first one most people have used. Create a scene. Add an entity. I'll bear one. Just go ahead and add another frame here at 60. All I'm doing here is making it so that it can play animations. I want this last animation to be idle. I'm not going to even put anything here. That just makes it so when it plays an animation through, at the end step, it stops playing that animation. Because for animations like walk, it will just keep on walking after the animation sequence is ended. Oh, this isn't a bear, but humans can walk too. That's fine. Let's move him here. You hit P for play, or you can just hit play here in the Machinima Tool. But you can see he walks. Cool. But there's certain animations that don't play. Let's go ahead and use the bear as an example. Now, you can change your player model here in game, and if you're in the asset editor, you can just go ahead and click on the asset you want. Bear Grizzly in my example, use model, it'll automatically change you in game. Now, to use this asset, you just simply go ahead and do the same thing, make an asset, go to entity, create a new actor, make it an entity, bear, actual, because that's not a bear over there. Cool, now we have a bear. Take a look at the list of animations, you will see that there's some missing. If you go to common in your assets and you go to something like the bear, for example, the bear grizzly, you will see that it has attacks, stomp, swipe left, swipe right. Those are currently not available for viewing on its asset. So in its list of animations that you would be able to play with the Machinima tool, it's not available. This is a tutorial on how to make that possible. So what you're going to want to do, you have to have your own server built already. Well, that's how you can open this up in the first place. You're going to go ahead and click on these three dots up here next to Hytale read only, add pack. You're going to create your own pack. I'm going to call this animations, Colombian X, Machinima. Doesn't really matter what you name it for now. And boom. Now, everything's still going to look the same. You have to switch to your own custom Machinima asset pack to do anything. You're not going to have anything in here. This is all going to be blank. You're going to have folders, a folder structure, but nothing's going to be actually in them. So what you're going to want to do is, now that since you're on your bear asset or whatever model you want to use, you would go to override asset. You can name it whatever else you want. Bear, Grizzly, version 2, right? B2, right? You could leave the name the same, really. This is going to save to a folder in your world. So if you go to your world folder under mods, you will see this animation pack in there. As you can see, this bear, if we were to try and add an event for Stomp, he won't play Stomp because it's still not in his asset library. So we're going to go to the asset library, and we're going to go to animations. Don't worry if you don't see anything here. You just switch back and forth and you'll have him there. you're going to want to click here at the top. Another thing, you want to make sure you're an editor. Sometimes when you go into your assets, your model, it's going to be here on source. You're not going to see anything that you can do. Go to editor, hit the little plus at the top, and insert key. This key is going to be called stomp. Also, quick little tidbit here. Ignore this red box down here. It says fail to decode asset. Just because you don't have anything in there yet. I'm going to insert the keys for stomp. I'm going to go down to animations, hit plus, right? If you see the way that any of these other animations are structured, index 0, it needs that in order for you to add an animation in. You're going to go to index 0. On animation itself, you're going to click the empty box. It's going to pop up a folder where you can click on animations. Your own folder, unless you have custom animations, there's not going to be anything in there. I assume this is probably how you do include custom animations, but we're going to go to the Hytale's pre-built animations. We're going to go to, let's see, NPC, I believe. You're going to go to Beast, Bear Grizzly, Animations, Attacks, Stomp, Select. That is now an animation that you can use here, right? It's now saved. I can now use this model, right? Updated model. Click on your current asset if you want to, because he still currently cannot do anything. You're going to open up the Machinima Tool, go to your bear actor, and you're going to use current player model. It's going to update. Only issue with that is player models for some reason are bigger than entity models. So bear test 1. And you can see it's quite a bit larger. Anyways, let's go ahead and do the same thing for this guy. I'm going to go ahead and set a frame at 60. Add an animation event, leave it blank, go here, add animation, call it stomp. Now, both of these guys are going to do a stomp. I just wanted to show you that if you wanted to add the actual entity with its proper size, you have to make a new one. You can't use clear model one. Hit play, boom, stomps. You can simply type in an animation if you know what you're looking for. It's quicker that way instead of having to customly go through the folders. So as you can see, I just made a new custom asset that can smile, smirk, and grin using the expressions that are available to the characters. I found this under common. You can see that they have a lot of animations here that you cannot use in the current Machinima tools. Cool, so as you can see here, I added 3 animations: smile, smirk, grin. And when I play them through, we now have expressions that you can use on your Machinimas. Actually, I'm going to try one more thing. I want to see if he can stomp. I'd like to see if he can stomp. You can also use animations of other enemies or other models. As long as the animation exists, doesn't matter for what, it is usable by any other model. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and have fun making machinimas or whatever you want to do with this newfound information.